Hello everyone, welcome to the Earth Archives. There are many mysterious places in the world, some of which are listed as forbidden areas by the government. The Rudlow Manor we are going to talk about today is located in the UK and is also known as Area 51 in the UK. Today we will tell the story here. Please subscribe to the program before it starts. If possible, please share it with your friends. Please take care of it. In the heart of Wiltshire, shrouded by the misty veil of history, lies Rudlow Manor, a grand estate whose very stones are steeped in tales of intrigue, elegance, and the relentless passage of time. From its inception in the late 16th century, Rudlow Manor has not only been a residence but a living testament to the myriad lives that have traversed its opulent halls. Each corner of the manor whispers stories, painting vivid images of a bygone era that continues to captivate the imagination. Constructed in the late 1500s, Rudlow Manor was born from the ambition of the affluent families of the time, who sought to create a legacy that would echo through the ages. The manor's architecture reflected the era's elegance, with intricate stone carvings, grand archways, and expansive gardens designed to impress both guests and neighbours alike. The lush grounds, adorned with vibrant blooms, became a canvas for social gatherings, where the elite of society mingled and exchanged gossip, their laughter mingling with the melodies of nature. Among those who walked the manor's halls was Lady Eleanor Grey, a figure whose beauty and intellect cast a long shadow over Rudlow's history. As the mistress of the estate, she was the heartbeat of its social scene, known for her lavish soirées that drew in nobles and commoners alike. Guests arrived in their finest attire, the air thick with anticipation and the scent of freshly bloomed roses. Lady Eleanor, with her sharp wit and captivating presence, effortlessly commanded attention, weaving her guests into a tapestry of stories that would be recounted for generations. Yet beneath the surface of glamour, Lady Eleanor's life was not without its sorrows. The societal expectations of the time bore heavily upon her, and whispers of scandal often danced on the lips of her peers. She faced personal tragedies, navigating the complexities of love and loss with grace. The laughter that filled the manor often echoed with an undercurrent of melancholy, revealing a depth to Lady Eleanor that few could understand. It was in this duality that the essence of Rudlow Manor truly thrived, a space of joy and heartache, celebration and reflection. As the 17th century unfolded, Rudlow Manor stood witness to the tumultuous events of the English Civil War, a period that would forever alter the course of the nation. The manor, with its sturdy walls, offered refuge to those fleeing the chaos that engulfed the land. Its expansive halls were filled with the sounds of whispered plans and quiet prayers as families sought solace within its embrace. The once celebratory atmosphere morphed into one of tension and uncertainty as the lines of loyalty blurred and allegiances shifted like the wind. During these trying times, stories of heroism and betrayal emerged. The manor became a sanctuary for political dissidents and those plotting against the crown, its shadowy corners hiding the conspiratorial whispers of rebellion. Secret meetings were held under the cover of darkness, as the wealthy and powerful conspired to reshape their world. The thrill of danger hung in the air, and Rudlow Manor became a microcosm of the larger societal struggles playing out across the nation. With the restoration of the monarchy in 1660, Rudlow Manor found itself at the centre of political intrigue once more. Its opulent drawing rooms transformed into arenas for debates and discussions that would shape the future. The estate became synonymous with power, its owners seeking to curry favour with those in high places while navigating the treacherous waters of court politics. Nestled in the serene countryside of Wiltshire, Rudlow Manor stands as a majestic sentinel of history, its walls imbued with the echoes of a storied past that stretches far beyond the confines of its ornate facade. As the clock struck the dawn of the 20th century, Rudlow Manor embarked on a new chapter, one that would see it weather the tumult of two world wars, evolve with the changing tides of society, and ultimately transform into a cultural beacon in the 21st century. At the turn of the century, Rudlow Manor was a reflection of Victorian elegance, adorned with intricate woodwork, plush furnishings, and sprawling gardens that whispered secrets of days gone by. The estate was alive with activity, hosting high society gatherings that celebrated art, culture, and the genteel lifestyle of its inhabitants. However, the world beyond its gates was on the brink of monumental change. The shadows of conflict loomed ominously over Europe, and Rudlow Manor would soon find itself caught in the swirling vortex of history. The First World War erupted in 1914, shattering the tranquil existence that had characterized Rudlow Manor. Young men, once the pride of the estate, were called to serve, leaving behind a palpable void. The manor transformed from a haven of luxury to a hub of wartime activity, its grand halls echoing with the footsteps of those seeking solace amid uncertainty. The estate became a refuge for wounded soldiers, its staff tirelessly attending to their needs. The once opulent drawing rooms, filled with laughter and music, now resonated with the somber stories of heroism and sacrifice. As the war raged on, the manor bore witness to the resilience of the human spirit. Lady Margaret, the matriarch of the estate, emerged as a beacon of hope. Her tireless efforts to support the war effort and care for those in need inspired the local community. She organized fundraising events, transforming the gardens into a bustling marketplace where villagers gathered to support their troops. The camaraderie forged during these trying times would leave an indelible mark on Rudlow Manor, forever intertwining its fate with the pulse of the nation. With the armistice of 1918, Rudlow Manor began to heal. The return of soldiers brought a sense of renewed vigor, yet the scars of war remained. The 1920s ushered in an era of change, as society grappled with the aftermath of conflict. The manor's owners sought to adapt to the shifting landscape, embracing modernization while honoring its rich heritage. New architectural elements were introduced, blending the traditional with the contemporary. The gardens bloomed anew, reflecting the optimism of a generation eager to rebuild and redefine itself. The shadows of the Second World War began to cast their pall over Europe in the late 1930s, and Rudlow Manor braced itself once more for the tumultuous times ahead. As war was declared in 1939, the estate became a strategic site for the government, playing a vital role in the war effort. Its expansive grounds were transformed into a training facility for soldiers, echoing with the sounds of drills and preparations for battle. The once quiet gardens became a flurry of activity, each soldier preparing to face the uncertainties that lay beyond. Lady Margaret, undeterred by the challenges, continued her mission of compassion. She opened the doors of Rudlow Manor to refugees, providing shelter and comfort to those fleeing the ravages of war. The manor's once lavish dining rooms became makeshift kitchens, bustling with activity as volunteers prepared meals for those in need. Amid the chaos, the spirit of community thrived, binding together those who sought solace within the manor's walls. As the war drew to a close in 1945, Rudlow Manor emerged with a renewed sense of purpose. The post-war era brought about significant changes, as society underwent a transformation fueled by the desire for progress and innovation. The manor, now a symbol of resilience, found itself at the forefront of cultural revival. Art exhibits, literary gatherings, and social events became the norm once more, as the estate embraced its role as a gathering place for artists, thinkers, and visionaries. The latter half of the 20th century saw Rudlow Manor adapt to the rapidly changing landscape of modern Britain. The rise of technology and the shift towards urbanization presented challenges, yet the manor's timeless charm continued to attract visitors. Restoration projects were initiated to preserve the estate's historical integrity, ensuring that its legacy would endure for future generations. The gardens were meticulously maintained, and guided tours became a popular attraction, inviting people to immerse themselves in the stories of the past. As the new millennium dawned, Rudlow Manor stood as a testament to the enduring nature of history. The 21st century ushered in a wave of cultural revitalization as the estate embraced its role as a center for artistic expression and community engagement. Festivals, workshops, and educational programs flourished, attracting visitors from around the world. The manor became a canvas for contemporary artists who found inspiration in its storied walls, infusing new life into the historical narrative. Rudlow Manor also embraced sustainability, incorporating eco-friendly practices into its operations. The gardens were transformed into a vibrant space that celebrated biodiversity, showcasing native plants and fostering a deeper connection to the land. The estate became a hub for environmental education, where visitors could learn about conservation and the importance of preserving nature for future generations. Throughout the decades, Rudlow Manor has weathered the storms of history, evolving while remaining true to its roots. The tales of Lady Margaret and her unwavering spirit continue to resonate, inspiring those who walk its halls. Each visitor who steps through its doors becomes a part of its ongoing story, adding their own chapter to the rich tapestry of life that has unfolded within its embrace.